Welcome back to the Real South Africa. This is Mark Blanton, your host, and of course, we are so happy to be able to show you what's actually going on here in South Africa. We always bring you the best of what is here, and we want you to come here as a tourist and enjoy yourself while you are pondering, why should I come back to Africa? Well, all the answers are in this video. These are the things that you need to be concerned with. And of course, if you have any questions, just reach out to us. We can definitely make things happen for you. But again, we are very excited to be able to show you what is here in South Africa. Please take the time to like and subscribe, share this with your friends. And of course, watch this video, the entire video, so you can get all the information. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us. And of course, leave comments. We always read them. So chat with you later. Hello everyone, this is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa, and of course we have
Dr. Latasha Blanton, also of the Real South Africa.
And of course we're here at the studio at Street Kids DVC. Now of course obviously we want you guys to follow those guys, so go to their channel as well. And but the main reason we're here right now is to talk to you about who we are and what we do and what we can do for you here in travel and tourism. The reason why we are actually having this conversation is because we want people to understand that South Africa is a premium destination for you to come travel. Now, we know that we have plenty of conversation with people and they feel like, you know what, coming to South Africa is difficult. I don't know how to get here. I don't know anything about South Africa. And a lot of us who are in the diaspora, South Africa isn't in the mainstream. So what we're going to try to do for you now is to decode all of this, make it accessible for you, and then tell you how to get here. And of course, you know, with our company, we can definitely plan your trip from the first conversation, or better yet, the first time that it actually went in your head to now you're here in Johannesburg.
So as a full service travel and tourism company, I want you guys to understand that what we actually do is make sure you have the proper experience here in South Africa. South Africa has so much to offer by way of activity, adventure, lifestyle, culture, couture, and opportunity. And we make sure that when we put packages together for you as a diasporan, we know what you're looking for. We are the same as you. So we make sure that when we put together things, it includes things that you are going to enjoy. And we always over deliver. You will hear testimony after testimony. So just judging from the things that you've already seen, the things that you're going to see, know that every place that you see on our YouTube page we've been to, and there are more places that we haven't been to that are to come that will also be an option for you when you visit South Africa. And we do encourage you to visit South Africa.
Of course. So now people want to say, why South Africa? Why did you come to South Africa? I'm going to give you the short version of it. It's literally the people. The people here are absolutely amazing. If you actually spent any time here, you will find that for yourself. And that's one of the experiences that we can't put in your itinerary, but we know that you're going to get. People here in South Africa are very accommodating. They want you to come here. They want you to, they want to meet people in the diaspora because they don't get an opportunity for the most part to meet you. They see us on TV, they listen to our music, they do all these different things, but they have never, in most cases, met somebody from the diaspora, especially an African American or somebody from the UK.
For sure. And because we do have packages that encompass all those types of activities, just know that we had travelers that come from the UK and all over North America and even other parts of Africa. People are trying to get to South Africa simply because he's right. The people here are something that you have to experience. And when you talk about itinerary, understand that the itinerary is not rigid because we understand what is going on. We have the heartbeat of this country now beating in us. If something is going to pop off while you're here, something on your itinerary might get cut short because it's going to be something more fun for you to do and experience, which allows you to really get immersed in the culture and the people. And trust me, when the people get the opportunity to meet you as a diaspora, they welcome you wholeheartedly. And that's something that I cannot portray to you in words. You actually have to feel it, and I will say again for the millionth time, you'll always hear me say it, in order to experience this feeling that I have every day being welcomed in South Africa, you have to get here, and we had the apparatus to get here.
Absolutely. One of the several things I want to spot shadow, but South Africa is the cradle of civilization. It's here. We have a lot of people that, you know, I use Google, and we like to use Google to find out what's available. And I think a lot of times we do rely on Google a lot. But I can honestly tell you, if you're looking at Google and you're looking at South Africa, you're gonna miss right past it. What's really here, and that's why we are glad that we have the opportunity to talk to you, and we're glad that a lot of you guys follow us on our YouTube channel and so forth. Now, one of the things I also want to bring to you is the food.
Oh,
yes.
Can never get enough.
Yeah.
Never get enough. And we say the food simply because we have questions, and the questions aren't bad, they're normal. We understand that when you've traveled to places like Mexico, you do have to be careful. Their cuisine's a little bit different. But keep in mind, you're coming to Africa. They eat the same food that we eat. The spices might be a little different, but you are, in your DNA, African. You can digest the food just fine. And it's fresher. And I don't mean that like facetiously. It really is fresher. It takes time to prepare your food because chances are they killed it that day. So just when we talk about the food, it's not just the fact that it is the culinary plethora of the world. Like any type of cuisine you want to find, the chefs here are amazing. You can meet chefs. They prepare things for you that you don't even know you might like. And to me, the food here is like art. You know, like when you see a picture of food, like a commercial at home, but then you open up the box and you're like, this is not what it looks like on the picture. Their food looks like the picture, and it tastes even better than what you can imagine when you get it. So I'm always happy when I eat, so my feet are usually moving underneath the table because the food makes you also feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I can express the same sentiments. I like it when it's time to go to dinner. I really do like it.
Lunch, breakfast, stop acting like it's just
now. Yeah, true. Another thing that I want to bring to you is the infrastructure here in South Africa. The infrastructure is basically second to none. It's absolutely, you know, they got some of the best roads. They got some of the best architecture that you can actually
beautiful.
Yeah, that, and also too, the homes here are amazing. So a lot of people need to understand, you know, if you're planning on coming to South Africa, you're gonna take away, you might say, okay, I'm coming here to do my itinerary, but you're gonna go away with other things. Like you're gonna get an opportunity to see some of the homes, and you're gonna be like, whoa, I didn't know that was here in South Africa. I didn't know that was here in South Africa. The food stores, they're great, but what's going to matter to you as a tourist is the hotels, the places that you're going to stay while you're here. And the reason why we bring that up, because the exchange rate is pretty favorable right now. So what that means is that we can upgrade you, put you in very nice accommodations. If you're here on your 6-day, your 10-day, your 13-day trip, or even longer, we can put you in pretty good accommodations. And I promise you, you're going to be a happy camper, because of the accommodations that you're going to have will offer everything. They will even wash your clothes if you need your clothes washed while you're here. So enjoy those types of features. Enjoy those type of opportunities when you're traveling, because guess what? You're on vacation. You deserve it. You should have the best. So the infrastructure here in South Africa is top notch.
So I'm going to add to that by simply saying that because you're on vacation, there are some things you shouldn't have to worry about. And you shouldn't have to worry about your transportation. You shouldn't have to worry about where you're going to eat. You shouldn't have to worry about how you're going to get from point A to point B, and if you need to call an Uber. We are a full-service travel and tourism company, meaning that by the time your plane lands and you've given us your flight itinerary, there's going to be somebody at the airport waiting to pick you up to take you to your 4, 5, 6-star luxury hotel where you will be able to stay for 6, 10, 13. And for those of you that are wanting extended stays to kind of see what it's like to actually live here, those of you that have wanted to stay 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, we've got all of that in place for you as well. And we still make sure you have transportation available so that you can go and explore. If that means going to look at homes, if that means going to look at other areas, all those things are available. We understand what it means to be black.
Yeah.
Because we are black and we understand what types of amenities black people expect when they go places, especially if they work as hard as you worked to get to where you are. So we think you deserve the best and we provide the best, and we do that because we understand your position and where you're coming from. So just know that we get you, and we can get you better if we can do what? Get you here to South Africa.
Exactly. One of the things I want to bring up, there's so many things, and I'm going to cover some of them later on, but one of the things too is when you get here and you land and you start looking around, it's a little foreign to you, but in some ways it's not, because you're like, hey, you know what, I see people who look like me. I've been driving for 30 minutes, there's somebody that looks like me. I checked into my hotel, there's someone who looks like me. Everywhere you go, to the people that are corporate people, that are investors, that are work for investment banks, to people who are doing, they're architects, they're accountants. They look like you, and it's very refreshing. And that's something that we always want to be a part of as people in the diaspora. So when you come here, just keep in mind that's something that, again, it's not on the itinerary, but you're going to feel that when you get here to South Africa. And one of the first things they're going to do is when you start speaking, they're going to realize that you're not from here, and they're going to say, where are you from? And then they're going to say, welcome. And you've been welcome before, but this is going to be a little different. It's going to kind of hit you just a little bit harder, and you're going to be like, wow, this is something that I want to do. So again, what we do here in South Africa is travel and tourism. What that's going to do for you is via a phone call, we'll get all your details, what you need, what you want to do, and then from there we'll put together either we have a package already designed for you, or we'll put a package in there for you. Now, we also cover pretty much all of South Africa. We've all heard of Durban, or some of us have. We've all heard of Cape Town, and we all heard of Johannesburg. Those are just 3 provinces or states here in South Africa. There's 9 total provinces, 9. With that being said, we can do safari packages. We could do, upscale packages if you want to go somewhere and just have the most amazing upscale experience. We can definitely do that. We can definitely do a cultural package for, if they do a whole bunch of cultural things. We can mix it up. We can make your time here in South Africa perfect. Trust what we're saying, because we are here, and we want to make sure that when you come here, you have an experience like we had when we first came here. So just think about that. Reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to assist you in getting here to South Africa. Is there anything else you want to add, Tasha?
You hear me say it all the time. Just get here. info@therealsouthafrica.com for general questions as far as like how you could get here, how to book a package. I understand it takes time to plan. We offer payment plans. We have PayPal credit as well for those of you that are able to apply and get approved. We have done everything we possibly can to make it affordable and possible for you to get here. So at this point, there really is no excuse not to visit South Africa. South Africa basically gives you exactly what you deserve as a diasporan, but at a higher quality. And you get to experience being in the majority, which is something I cannot and will not ever be able to put into words, which is why you need to come and feel it. And when we interview some of our other travelers and they explain to you the best way they know how, what it means to feel and be a part of the majority, you will understand why we had to come back multiple times and why it became difficult to leave every time, and why it only made sense for us to be here full time and be able to extend this company, The Real South Africa, to you so that you could have the same opportunities that we have now. And the one thing I love about being here is that new opportunities present themselves every single day. New opportunity that I know for a fact I would never have access to if I were not here. And I extend that to you knowing that if you come here, opportunities will be available for you as well. So I'm welcoming you to South Africa. All I need you to do now is get on a plane.
Yeah, like I said, we are very proud of what we are doing. We are happy to be part of the tourism mechanism here in South Africa. I will tell you, and this is like on a personal note, I like it when we do bring people here and they're actually getting their money's worth and they're spending money and leaving tips and they're using all the services here, because now that money is going back to the Black community here in South Africa. Of course, if you decided to go to another country, to go to Europe, then ultimately you're supporting that economy because they do count on tourists to come there as well. We would like to increase the tourism here in South Africa for obvious reasons. It obviously helps the economy, helps the people. It's a cultural exchange because you're actually going to come here. They're going to talk to you about the culture. You're going to see the culture, and then of course they get an opportunity to talk to you. So it's a win-win scenario for all of us. So again, that's probably one of the best reasons to come to South Africa. So we hope to see you here in sunny South Africa. Contact us, and like I said, we are sitting here at Street Kids DVC Studios coming to you. Talk to you later.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.